What's up, this is YourBoySuper Plainly Dangerous. Here in the Keelback mining, and I made about $18 million if you count what I'm holding in my cargo. Mining in our brand new Keelback. 20 of these at 200,000 a pop is 4 million. I think when I bought the ship I had 69 million, and that would take me up to 94 million. Enough for me. Our trade rank has went up significantly. Oh, we got a promotion to broker. I forgot to mention that with all the space rocks we've been selling. You take a look at the message here. Promotion to broker. Congratulations, Commander. And there's my new insignia. That looks like a good high-ranking one. Trading was what we started the game doing, pretty much. Data courier missions. Too weak for combat, too small to haul things. All we were doing was exploring. Exploring, that's what we were doing. Yes, and exploring has its own rank. That's probably why it's the highest. It's. I guess all the insignias look pretty professional and legit. So we're done mining. We're gonna. Luckily, at the space station here, we've got the next ship on our list to buy in Pinball, which is the ASP Scout. So I'm guess. Why is my friendship guy disabled? Because I got my hard points out. Well, that was gonna be the reason after I turned it back on. It's on. It's coming on. Oh, yeah. That's Northrop Ring and Uricassetti. Uricaretti. And we got the Asp Scout, which is an explorer ship, like the Diamondback Explorer, which is our last ship before the Eagle, before the fighter. So 2 ships ago. And we'll probably even end up selling the Diamondback Scout, because it's got to be better. And it's the same purpose according to the name. But I'm not sure. Looking at the stats, it doesn't look. I don't know why we're paying more money for these ships that are not as good as the previous ships. I don't know. There's something wrong with the scaling here. There's just too many ships to scale in any type of logical order. You know what I mean? Some of it, so it's got to be like real life. Some are just paying for a name. They're the exact same $1 million more, but it's your next best ship because of the name. You know, shit like that's got to be into it. Shipyard Asp Scout. Here, I already got it pulled up. 4 medium hard points, 2 small hard points, 6 hard points. So this is a good fighter. That's a lot of hard points to be calling it a scout. They said it's in between the Diamondbacks and the Asp Explorer. Same airframe as the Explorer, but reduced hard points. No, when you're not, why do we need hard points for an Explorer or a Scout? You know, you need a couple maybe just to defend yourself, but you're not going to fight. You're going to explore. So I don't know. It can hold a 5 cargo. It's got 1 5 slot, 1 4 slot, 2 3 slots, 2 2 slots, and 1 1 slot. It's weird. Most ships have 2 1 slots, you know, for the docking computer and Super Cruise Assist and the planetary landing suite. All of those should pretty much be 1s. I don't know what kind of improvements can be made, but its core internals are a little underwhelming. 3 4s, no 5s. The ship we're in now has more 5s than the more expensive ship we're going to buy. This has a core internal with 5 compartments. It has optional internal with 2 5 compartments. It's $1 million cheaper. This one has an extra hard point. Let's say 6. The one we're in right now has 4. And this is a flying tank. If anything, this should have more hard points. I don't get it. Like that's probably why I didn't do this a year ago when I was playing, and I just jumped straight to the fighters or the power play ships. There's no reason for us to be switching to these similar ships or paying more for less on the ship. Okay, blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah. You blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah. You can blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah. I'm only happy when it rains.
Commander, good to have you. Approved for access. Your assigned landing pad is number 37. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
Blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah. Fire saw. Blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, do not go into a queue. I fought hard for this place of mine, man. There. This is definitely better than the Diamondback because there's 3 ships to go. Not better than this one now. It's gonna replace our previous exploring ships, so I guess that's the logic to it. And the next big bulky flying tank like this one's gonna replace this as our mining ship or our people hauling ship or our black market hustling ship, whatever it is we decide to use it for. But these are kind of multifaceted ships here. You have asked for scout. See all the optional internals? That's not impressive. Hard points is alright. But only 2 utility slots. Explorers use more utilities. Well, I would put less hard points in, put more utilities in, upgrade the optional internals, then call it an explorer, upgrade its field, its range, and its mass, lighten its mass, degrade its cargo capacity, call it an explorer, 3.9 million. Let's do it. Too much cargo. Let's see how fast that car go. Ha 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 ha. 16 Grenadier, right? It's 3.9 million sold. That's it. We have 41 limpets. Let's get rid of the limpets. Mass trader, black markets. I don't think we need to be looking at anything. Let's just get this. Ask scouts. Store current ship. We don't even need to sell our ships. We got $92 million. Wow, that was a good estimate. I don't know. That was the beginning of this video. Right on the money. I said 4 million. It was 3.9. So I have 92 million. Sure did. Yeah, I think we had like 69 million or something like that after we bought the ship and kitted it out. So that's the beginning of our mining journey. Asp Scout, you say. 2 medium hard. Whoop-de fucking do. It does give you an opportunity to test all your weapons, see what you like, see what you don't like. I'm probably gonna wake scanner. We could use a wake scanner. We could use a point of. We could use a wake scanner. We don't need much else. Because we're not gonna be fighting. We're gonna be walking around exploring. Just to worry about the ship for now. The best hull is reactive surface composite. Best power plant is 4A. 4A thrusters. 4A frame shift drive. Nice. I missed my 5 frame shift drive on the Diamondback. Or whatever the hell we did to it to make it jump 40 light years per jump. And now this one only does 20. And it's maxed out. That's how we engineer it. You can't be so crazy, ridiculous, frivolous with our engineering. Buy raw materials now. Got a big ass fuel tank. And it's got a lot of force slots. Like every other ship in the games had 1 or 2 sensors. Look, all these things were low. I don't know why this would make it better explore. Well, I guess the sensors, because they're for your radar. What can we put in the 5 slots? Passenger cabin. Finally, it has happened to me. What do we got? 6-person cabin. God, that sucks. It's a medium. It's first class, though. I don't know if that restricts us to first class missions or we get a bonus. Here's business class. Here's economy class. I guess we gotta go with the first class. Wait, can you carry more people? Yeah, you can carry 10 people in business class. 16 in economy. Let's take a look at the missions. For this, you go to passenger cabin, crew lounge. No, not crew lounge. Passenger lounge. Crew lounge where you hire other people to sit your ship with you, to control the weapons and things. We've had completely automatic weapons, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Either one person, one person, one person, one person, one person, one person, one person. All of these are one people for multiple $1 million, dozens of millions of dollars for that company at least. There's 45 tourists. They probably want economy. A lot of one persons, 10 tourists, 20 for cheap. Doesn't say tourists can go in anything. But just because there's more people doesn't mean they're paying more money. Because look, 10 tourists, 200,000. One person, 3.6. So there's that for you. I don't know. We're just going first class. In the 4 slot. We can put another first class passenger. We can put a business cabin in there. See, well, never mind, we're not doing that because they have luxury liners made for that. An Explorer doesn't need much. So we'll go with 5A cargo rack. Just go with the cargo rack. We're gonna have just nothing but cargo, so this will probably be a trader type thing. We're not gonna have much cargo. We're up to 50, 48. Gotta have a shield, and it can only be in a 3 slot because of the weight of the ship. So we're sticking with that shield. I'm not sure we can get a better one though. 3A. Fuel tank. We're not gonna be helping people for that ridiculous ass amount of money. Flight assist. Don't we have docking computers? We got super cruise and planetary approach. Sweet. Well, let's get rid of super cruise. Get a docking computer. An advanced docking computer. The 2 slots. Oh, that's what a 3 we need as a fuel scoop. Not a fuel tank. God, I got such a terrible memory. 3A. Fuel scoop, $1 million. We got 2 twos for exploration. Detailed surface scanners, definitely one. Get that. And this doesn't have anything else for explorer. I don't know. Hard points. Okay. One of each, I guess. Go with the beam layers. I'm not doing multi-turret. If it's turreted and it works completely automated, why do we need multi-crew? Huh? And why isn't the one that requires to be aimed not a multi-crew? That doesn't make any damn sense. Well, we get it, I guess. The 2E turreted multi-laser, multi-crew beam laser. And then we'll get some plasma accelerators. 800,000. Railgun is 400,000. So we'll get a plasma accelerator. Multi-cannons, 1.2 million. 1.4. Get the cannon. Thermal, kinetic. I need thermal kinetic. Or explosive. We can get explosive. It's gotta be seeker missiles though. And plasma accelerator. The plasma accelerator's gotta be in a 2 slot. So let's put that there. Multi-cannon, 500,000. Regular cannon, 500,000. Frag cannon, 200,000. Multi-cannon, so it's another cannon, but it's a lame-ass cannon. About a beam laser. Is a beam laser better than the one as a 1 or 500,000. Let's put one F beam laser, then a two cannon. Beam laser is just for a shield. And then get this two beam laser as a cannon for 4 million. There we are. I don't know why we have to assign them to fire groups. Everything is fully automatic. That sucks that there's even one slot in here. I guess that's why they made an explorer. Then the utility slots, we need. There was a scanner, wake scanner. We could use a wake scanner. And nothing else. Point defense turret or a shield booster. Not a kill war or manifest scanner. I don't think we're going to come across a lot of combat things. Let's just leave it empty. And then a bunch of cargo and scanners and fuel scoops. I don't know what we're even going to do with this. What's the next ship? I think we could just move on to the next one. The Vulture. That one's like an improvement. The Vulture space superiority. Fighter sacrifices hardpoint flexibility for maneuverability. Advanced manufacturing techniques have allowed the Vulture to integrate large hardpoints. Never had a ship with large hardpoints. The Vulture excels in the roles of heavy fighter and strike missions against larger, well-defended targets, but its nimble flight characteristics make it equally devastating against smaller ships. A limited cargo and passenger capability has not stopped it from becoming a preferred personnel transport for those who like to protect a certain attitude and their feelings project. Two large hard points, 4 utility mounts, a 5 shield compartment, a 4 cargo rack, and 2. Yeah, this one's a much better ship than like they had to. Like you had a good ass ship, they had to sell you a worse one at a lower price to make the one after that one look good. Because this one looks damn good, but only after we bought this one. This is pretty shitty. Asp is the generic name for ship boxed. So 2 cannons and missiles, I guess. I don't care. We want the D scanner and the wake scanner on the same thing. Well, the directory link scanner can go on one. That's it, pretty easy there. What's anything overpowered? Thrusters, let's put those on 1. Wake scanner on 5, 4. Shield generator on 1. Plasma accelerator 2. Cargo hatch on 5. Missiles on 2. Beam laser on 2. Fuel scoop on 3. Cannon on 2. Advanced stock computer on 3. I guess that'll work. So what are we gonna do with this flying tin can here? You can do black box. Oh, you know what? I forgot surface recon vehicle. And that's gonna have to go into 2. I prefer it on the top slot though. Don't need anything more than 2 because if you get a 3, it comes with two 4-wheelers. We only need 1 4-wheeler. It begins to get frivolous once you go higher than 2. Imagine that's why they only have level 1 scanners. Things like that. It's about all we can do. Cargo, scanning, picking up things on the surface. If we could do it well, we could do it easily and well. Do it defended. We're gonna do some light trading, but it's not worth the time. It's only worth the time if you can hold thousands of units. We can hold like 64 or something. Let me check. 48. We could hold more on our miner than we can in this. But this is also going to be doing more than just mining and hauling. We could use this. So we need to engineer this one's frame shift drive because that's ridiculous. This is the Diamondback is better than this. Where's our Diamondback at? I wonder. So we need to chop it up. High G-Hydrate, and it's one. Let's go to G-Hydrate.
Detach is good. You may leave when ready.
G-Hydrate, here we go. To get our, chop up our Diamond DB. Nothing. What if I scan the Fed boys? I'm anxious for our next fighter, and it's the next one, so happy about that. Underwhelmed in general, though. Mining was fun. Mining was exciting. I was excited about that because we've never had a ship that has come to fruition. Like I get a ship, I'm like, I'm gonna turn this into a good thing, and it never comes to fruition. But mining, it did. I'm happy about that. So where are we headed? This is the same. Everything that's Explorer is, an entry-level ship. So you got your scanner, you got your ground vehicles, you got a weapon. It's a simple bit. Yeah, it kind of shouldn't be like a category. It's something everybody does, and if you're in a fighter, you explore, and a passenger cabin, you explore. Oh well, oh well. All you really need to do is fly to any new system, whip out this direct system, detailed full spectrum scanner, full system scanner, call your ship an explorer. I think if I ever skip over anything, it should be explorer ships. I kind of miss the Diamondback Explorer now that we're in this one, and it's such a bad ship. I didn't realize engineering would do so much to a ship. But you also don't need range. That's why another reason exploring should be a category. You don't need range in an exploration ship because you're supposed to be going into like every system and mapping every planet. And then we all share our data and get paid for it and be like, yeah, we mapped the world, the universe. But I like the rank and the accolades and the progression of the exploration thing, and the fact that we get paid for it. I like it as its own thing in the game. That's definitely cool. It's good for all audiences. If you look up the expeditions where you just go through systems just to scan them, and you treat exploration as the career. You don't need much to do it. That's for sure.
System scan complete.
You're meant to be doing mining and other shit by now. And all this shit happened on accident, I guess. This even gets hotter than the diamond now. God. Well, we probably won't be engineering it. We'll probably just go straight to the vulture. We'll probably skip over the vulture too. But I don't mind starting out with 80 million, buying the ship, maxing it out, using the ship to get that money back, and then buying another ship. That's not that bad. But engineering and not getting the materials back or the money, I'm not gonna do that. Not engineering every ship I buy for a day. Well, there, after the frame shift drive should work a little better now, but all pips to engines. We haven't even scanned this place.
System scan complete.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Frameshift drive charging.
20's not bad, I guess. It's better than fighter. If the Diamondback Explorer should be pretty well suited for this ship. Because I was saying this ship doesn't have impressive number slots. So the Diamondback might be too high a number for this ship. I don't know. Maybe they had that in mind to make it interchangeable with your Engineer and Deep Diamondback Explorer mod. That might be why it's such a bad ship. Because we're 3 ships away. We should be into the higher end things by now. This is like our 15th ship.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So I got a trophy for owning 10 ships a couple days ago. And we bought 2 since then. I know this is 11. That's right. The keelback was 10. I like the keelback. I like the Diamondback Explorer better than this. What's bugging me. And I paid twice the price for this. Oh, oh,
System scan complete.
went past some a water roll or something in one of the previous systems. I keep my surface scanner on. That didn't take
Drive
far.
charging.
Filtration 1, let's go. I don't think we might not even try to make our money back in this. Like if we keep going, we'll have a good variety of ships to choose from. You know, we can pick up a fighter, make it 2 million, pick up a miner, make 7 million, pick up an explorer, make a few million. Like if we spend all our money buying ships, we'll have something to fall back on. That's not an issue. Something we like already. That's why I want to like every ship and then move on to the next. But I'm not liking this one. Best thing about it is fuel scooping capabilities, and it's not taking much heat. We've been at on the 160 range for a long time. We're only at 77. Almost enough. That's a good fuel scoop.
Temperature critical.
I like fuel scooping for certain. For certain. So we scan the system.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Oh, this is G Hydro. We don't need to scan this system. Where's our ship at? Bombing for both of our ships are here, the Imperial Eagle and the BBE, Imperial Courier. It's a long game, you can't finish. Bombing, I'm bombing you. Alright, this will take long. Hold on a second. They dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me. You got the bomb on me, baby. Yankee Oscar uniform Gudo is our license plate. Why does everybody calls us that? I think we would have to go to the livery. See those types of things. Drop the bomb on me, baby. We're in a hostile state. We can't fight the feds, but the feds can fight us. Them alphabet boys be somehow contagious. Yeah, let's get it. Got us under surveillance. First, I'm gonna stack my dough. Then, I'm stack dough when it is dangerous.
Contact. Clear to disembark. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
We got that dough. Contacts got the goat on the contacts to the shipyard. We got a storage ship called the DVE. Look at that. It's not just an improvement, it's a significant improvement. In every aspect of a ship, it's better. And it's half the price. I don't get it. I don't get it. People like the Aspect Explorer, and I've heard people not like the Scout, which would make sense. I don't like the Scout either. Explorer variant, because the Scout's not, I'm confusing. A Scout is reconnaissance, military surveillance. An Explorer is what I'm trying to make it, but we can't. I don't know how to make it. I don't know what could we, how could we be a recon ship? So we will take, we still don't have our modded surface scanner that we're going to put in here. We can take the engineered shield booster. Just for kicks, I guess. Take the point defense turret. Those are everywhere and cheap. We can take the engineered. We only have 2 slots. We don't have a large slot. We did have a ship with a large slot, and it was a ship that cost half the price. What do you know? So I'll store all these weapons here. What I'm concerned about is the FSD, though. The engineered long range FSD. I skipped right over some 5A. Yeah, we can't. We need a 4A. And if we can't engineer a 4A, well, we can try to engineer a 4A. I kind of would like to fly there in that one though, with the 5A. We can read the tab here. 4A frame shift drive. What do you know? What do we need to engineer? A frame shift drive for range. Because even a military reconnaissance vehicle should have long range. Keep hitting the recipe. Increase range. We have enough to max it out. We just got to go to mobile workshop. Remote workshop. FSD. Increased FSD range. 5 nuts. Are we in the Diamondback Explorer, and is that why we have all the materials? Am I making a mistake? Yeah, I am. Because we're gonna engineer out this 4A. I'm glad I pinned that recipe. And we could use the surface recon vehicle, the operations limpets, and we can stop focusing on travel exploration, tourism exploration, and reconnaissance instead. Remote workshop, 4A FSD, increase range. We can max it out. We can get pretty close to maxing out. We don't have enough arsenic for the 5 nut range. Perfect. It's not really generating range up front. It's optimizing the mass and the fuelage or whatever that thing is. You see the thing. None of those say range on it, but at the top it says increased FSD range, so I don't know. Making it heavy and weak and power hungry in the process. A little more. Well, we can't do 5 anyway. Let's finish 4 and get an experimental effect. 4 is done. We can't do experimental effects because we don't. Because we've got to be at the engineer for that. Well, now we can get to the engineer. We were at 24 light years per jump. Now we're at 29. Oh, ploppity dop. It's an improvement, I guess. So we can scan wakes. We don't. It's not necessarily thematic to the ship, but if we just find ourselves floating around and there's wakes to scan, we might as well, so we can upgrade later. Other than that, I stored the point defense turret and the shield boost. Point defense turret and the shield boost. Which is more valuable? The engineered shield booster. Clean. Transfer. And the wake scanner. And then we go to the core. It's all good. The optional. We can get the reconnaissance. So we don't need the detailed surface scanner. That's probably why that was a clue right there. This is the only I saw this item as a 1, and that's a 2 slot. Like you'd probably be better with I don't know, an interdictor. I don't know. There's nothing here for us. Need the operations limpet. Do they have that in 2? Multi-limpet controllers? No. So they do not in 3 either. So now instead of fighting and exploring, we've basically been doing recon missions. You know, we've been doing missions that involve going to data hack and getting shot at. Back when we had our fighter and the explorer, we were using our explorer only in that regard for a while. You know, surface missions, but we'll try to find a new type of search and rescue missions. Not search and rescue, but reconnaissance missions, and we'll try to put a use to the multi-limpet controller that is the operations. To this, we do have a beam laser to upgrade to level 3. GPS and thermal load, we got plenty of sulfur. We do not have a heat dispersion plate, however. That's it for us. We pinned a lot more blueprints than that. Why is there not? Why is it only these 2? That's only one person. Can we switch the people? Can we switch the pin blueprint? I know we can while we're there, but see, we have 3 different blueprints pinned for 3 different people, and they're only showing this top one, lasers and PDs. Oh, we were looking at FSDs and lasers, weren't we? Now we can't even select. Oh, we've already looked at that. How about this FSD lady? Boot sequence. Like, why aren't we seeing these blueprints at this screen here? Alright. Well, let's go. And do some recon missions. Fighting some pecans. Not fighting. Just disable the megaship turrets, kind of like a recon mission. You got $1 million one. It's not a special stealth plane or anything, which is kind of fucked up. In the whole game, there's not a stealth spaceship, but they thought about it because there's silent running in your ship. It does not work at all. I guess we'll do this one. Shouldn't be too bad of a journey. One jump, nice. Oh, this is just a different version of the different canopy. I got sick of looking at the DBEs, the canopy, so they made this one.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. You are clear to leave.
Let's go. Easy money, easy money.
Drive charging.
On his side, we use the D scanner, discovery scanner. I didn't have a problem doing those missions. I just wanted a new ship really, but whenever I start looking at new ships, I want to collect and categorize.
Incoming mission critical message. System scan.
Water
complete.
world, okay, well, we should still have a surface scanner, do we not? We don't see it. And we're trying to set up, we do not. That's not it. Because we don't have enough time to do the mission. We could, especially if we scan this water world. Looked like there was only one. That's a lot of suns. That's one less than the most we've ever saw. 6, I think. Nav beacon data. I had scanned on nav beacon. Nice flyer. Flies. It's about generally the same as the Diamondback, except it flies better. Okay. And a new windshield. There's not enough stealth missions for to warrant a stealth ship, though. Game's too easy for that. I mean, I guess you could count the $1 million mega turret missions as like that, but once you destroy one, you can't be stealth, no matter how much silent running you have, and you have to destroy more than one to get paid good, decent. That should be funny. It's got ice pool, large ice pools.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Not 100? How could we have fucked that up? 'Cause I didn't put the top one? I could have sworn I did.